Nicolas Fouquet was a man of great importance. He lived in 17th century France. He served King Louis XIV, a very powerful ruler. Fouquet was the superintendent of finances. This meant he managed the kingdom's money. It was a job of immense trust and power. Fouquet himself was clever and very ambitious. He understood how the world of court worked. He knew that appearances mattered a great deal. Fouquet loved a life filled with beauty. He enjoyed fine art and wonderful music. He surrounded himself with poets and writers. His own homes were places of elegance. He was known for throwing lavish parties. People enjoyed his company very much. He had a charming personality. He made friends easily among the nobility. This network was important for his position. Despite his love for luxury, Fouquet was loyal. He was loyal to the young King Louis XIV. He believed his own success would help France. If he prospered, the king would prosper too. He wanted to show the world France's glory. He thought his efforts supported the king's image. He did not see himself as a rival. He saw himself as the king's most able servant. Managing France's finances was not easy. The kingdom often needed more money. Wars in the king's court were expensive. Fouquet had to be resourceful and smart. He had to find ways to keep the treasury full. This required skill and sometimes difficult choices. He navigated these complex waters with confidence. He believed he was doing essential work for his king. Nicolas Fouquet had a grand idea. He wanted to build a magnificent new home. This home was called Vaux-le-Vicomte. It was more than just a house. It was a palace of incredible beauty. Fouquet poured immense resources into its creation. He hired the very best artists and architects. He wanted it to be a masterpiece, a testament to French genius and his own taste. His main reason for this display was the king. Fouquet wanted to impress Louis XIV deeply. He planned a grand party at Vaux-le-Vicomte. This party would celebrate the chateau's completion. It would also be an homage to the king. Fouquet hoped Louis would see his devotion. He hoped the king would admire his minister's ability. He truly desired the king's approval above all. The planning for this party was meticulous. No expense was spared by Fouquet. He brought together a team of brilliant talents. Louis Levaux was the architect of the chateau. Charles Lebrun was the painter for its interiors. André Lenotre designed the stunning gardens. Even the famous playwright Molière was involved. He was asked to write a new play. It would premiere at the party for the king. The invitation went out to King Louis XIV. The entire court buzzed with anticipation. Everyone knew Fouquet was known for his style. They expected something truly spectacular. Fouquet believed this event would secure his place. He thought it would earn him even greater favor. He imagined the king would be delighted. He could not foresee the danger that lay ahead. The grand party took place on August 17, 1661. King Louis XIV arrived with his entire court. The first sight of Vaux-le-Vicomte amazed everyone. The chateau gleamed under the summer sun. Its architecture was refined and majestic. The guests, all important people, marveled. They knew they were about to witness something special. Fouquet greeted the king with great ceremony. The feast itself was a display of incredible luxury. There were countless dishes served to the guests. Exotic foods from far-off lands were presented. The finest wines flowed freely for all. Music filled the air, played by skilled musicians. Molière's new play, Le Fâcheux, was performed. It was written specifically for this occasion. The king watched with a smile, or so it seemed. After the magnificent dinner and play, there was more. Fouquet led his guests into the gardens. André Lenotre had created a paradise. There were beautiful fountains and perfectly shaped hedges. Water features shimmered in the evening light. As darkness fell, a stunning fireworks display began. It lit up the night sky over Vaux-le-Vicomte. It was a show of breathtaking beauty and power. Nicolas Fouquet personally attended to King Louis. He made sure the king lacked nothing. He pointed out every beautiful detail. He presented his home, his party, his success. He offered it all as a tribute to his monarch. He hoped the king would see his loyalty. He hoped Louis would appreciate his minister's brilliance. He wanted the king to be proud of him. Fouquet saw his party as a great success. He thought he had shown his loyalty. He believed he had displayed impeccable taste. But King Louis XIV saw something very different. The king felt overshadowed by his own minister. Fouquet's home was too grand. The party was too magnificent. It rivaled anything the king himself could command. This was an uncomfortable feeling for a king. The king remained outwardly polite during the event. He complimented Fouquet on his chateau. He praised the entertainment and the food, but inwardly, a storm was brewing. He saw Fouquet's display not as homage, he saw it as a sign of arrogance. He wondered where all this money came from. His advisor, Jean-Baptiste Colbert, Fouquet's rival, stoked these fears. Colbert whispered that Fouquet must be stealing from the state. The consequences came swiftly for Nicolas Fouquet. Just 3 weeks after that splendid party, he was arrested. On September 5, 1661, the king's guards took him. The official charge was mishandling state funds, embezzlement, but many knew the unspoken reason. Fouquet's true crime was outshining his master. He had made the king feel insecure and small. This was an offense Louis XIV could not forgive. Fouquet faced a long and difficult trial. It was clear the king wanted him condemned. In the end, he was found guilty. He was sentenced to life imprisonment. His beautiful Vaux-le-Vicomte was taken by the crown. The lesson from his fate is timeless. Never outshine the master. Always make those above you feel comfortably superior. Displaying your own brilliance too brightly can be dangerous. It inspires not admiration, but fear and reprisal.